So I saw this TikTok recently where someone was talking about the difference in horror preferences between them and their wife. How their wife loves old school cinema horror, slashers, monster flicks, thrillers. In contrast, they love more modern, internet horror, if you will, creepypastas, analog horror, SCP. And I gotta say, I am 100% on the internet horror train myself. There's something that appeals to me on a visceral level about just fucking weird shit. That's probably why when I saw these Melty freaks on my recommended page, I immediately bought this game. I mean, look at these gross-ass creatures, dude. Just look at them. Oh, what you... Why? What the fuck is that? Zoonomaly is a horror puzzle platformer in a zoo full of mutated creatures trying to kill you. While you run for your life, you're also scavenging for 20 pieces to a giant key to open a vault that houses a strange machine that will send these beings back to where they came from. You are armed with a strange light gun thingy that uses random light bulbs you find as ammunition, acting as your flashlight, a stun gun, and as a propellant to prepare the most annoying catapults I've ever used in any game. A series of platforming puzzles, mazes, and games of hide and seek are scattered around the zoo, and it's up to you to wander around and complete them all to collect the scraps of the keys. It's relatively reminiscent of a lot of old school 3D platformers, where you have to find your way through a series of challenges in order to collect a number of thingies. There's several unique tasks, like playing peekaboo with a giant rabbit, I don't know, running through a pen of little froggy things to find the one that stole a key to a cage, following a web of pipes through the woods to find another hidden piece. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a fucking tree. And my personal favorite, a maze built into an aquarium with a giant melty fish thing, and then hopping over the aquarium on small motorized catwalks. Just lovely. The game looks really cool. The creatures are well modeled, and the lighting has this really emphatic bloom built in that makes everything look super gloomy and realistic. The sound design is incredible too. From the moment you step into that zoo, the ambiance is right up in your spine, making you simultaneously not want to take a step forward, and making you want to run for your life so you can get the hell out of there as soon as possible. Oh my god. Stop looking at me. Oh my god, what the fuck are you? What is that noise? Also, all the animals and the demented zookeepers make these bubbly groans and laughs. They're just fucking gross. What do you want? What do you want from me, dude? Can I get all three of you with this? Right in the dick? How'd that feel, you fucking freak? Speaking of the creature designs, turns out the game was made by a single developer who, before this game, was making creepy, memey animations. Very much the sort of stuff someone who loves internet horror like me would find on their recommended at 3 in the morning. Lights Are Off is a not unsuccessful channel, both on YouTube and TikTok, with quite a list of short animations under their belt. From stringy, nightmarish entities peeking in your bedroom door, to a giant Mickey Mouse absolutely fucking rocking a car with a concrete barricade, this animator has no shortage of ideas for how to make things weird and wild. It's really cool to see someone who has cemented themselves in their previous medium branch out and use that style and creativity to craft something completely new. Now, though I love the style, and the desire to create something fun in their personal flavor of weird and wonderful, I do think I ought to point out a few serious flaws to the game's actual design. Firstly, the catapults. I already mentioned the catapults, but seriously, the catapults. There are way too many of the puzzles that rely on them, and way too many of them in those puzzles. It's annoying as hell, honestly, especially when you have to sometimes trial and error your way through figuring out how far to stand on them so that they'll launch you properly, after already trial and erroring your way to reach them. And then, they can still just bug out and not even launch properly. Technically, you're supposed to use the Melty radioactive vision from your little gun thing, but even then, the X marks aren't always accurate. At least, not for me. The spawn system is also rather frustrating and unintuitive. Not only can you get respawned a strange distance from whichever puzzle you were even fucking working on, but you respawn with the same number of light bulbs you had when you died, forcing you to go scavenging again before even retrying the puzzle that you just failed. There's these little safe zones, which are really just a pair of green flags at the entrance to each puzzle pen the monsters miraculously can't enter. Except for the one time that they just fucking did anyways, and I got soft locked in place by repeatedly spawning and dying. Which, okay, it was actually kind of hilarious, but still. Oh, cool. Cool. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, what? He just got pulled into the... He's... These aren't huge issues alone, but the problem is that the game is rather short. And when the main problems are very front and center mechanics, you're left with a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth having to struggle through them the whole game. With a little bit of tweaking, removing at least, honestly, a lot of the catapults, and replacing them with more interesting things, or even just straight up chases so that the light gun is less a glorified catapult lever and more an interdimensional flashbang, it would make it much more fun to explore this tainted zoo. I do think that the game's open-ended nature does alleviate some of that frustration. You're allowed to go to whichever puzzle you wish at any time, so if you get stuck on one of them, you can always switch off to an easier one in another area of the zoo and come back to it. Going from the catapult pen to wandering in the woods, which gives me an incredible old school horror vibe, just being unsure of what's a tree and what's a 40-foot tall monstrosity, is a great change of pace. Oh my god! Going from the catapult pen to the aquarium, which is probably the most unique zone in the zoo, naturally, but also just a genuinely cool area to explore, is a great change of pace. Going from the catapult pen to... Okay, I think really I just hated the catapult pen. It was really broken for me, okay? I seriously almost quit because of it. But in all seriousness, no hate whatsoever for this developer. Beyond those complaints, it's still a genuinely entertaining game, a really cool aesthetic, and a triumph of creativity for a one-person team. For a single developer to sit down and learn how to develop a game in order to bring their internet series a new life, that takes guts. Weird, melty, mutated guts, but guts nonetheless. I have to give it to him for trying and succeeding in creating a strange little experience. Here's hoping that they clean this one up a little bit, and maybe even create some more games in their beautifully bizarre style. I'm definitely not going to turn down some more weird shit. Until then, I'm going to be binging their beautifully bizarre animations and absolutely ruining my algorithm. Are you fucking twerking? What are you doing? And there you have it, a new video. Sorry this one took a little bit longer to get out than last time. Your boy's fucking sick. This is the time where I say thank you to the members. Hello Shore and Artemis, still hanging around here, still throwing some bucks at me so that I can afford medication to get over fucking pneumonia, because apparently that's going to be a regular thing for me from now on. Yay, COVID. And thank everybody who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. It's been really cool watching this channel. I'm having a really cool little realization where it's like I used to get a new subscriber like once a month, and then I got a new subscriber once a week, and then it's been pretty regular now where I get a subscriber like every single day, which is really cool. Especially when it's like it takes over a week for me to make a new video, even though they're not super long. It's cool that there are people out there still finding my shit and still enjoying it. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna go drink some goddamn water. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and or night. And we'll see you next time. I can't do a sharp inhale like that.